Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be going through the GWS versus Collingwood game in which GWS ran out 32-point winners. Pretty almost convincing in the end, even though they leaked 5 goals right at the end basically. 5-goal last term, so Collingwood even won the last quarter, 33 to 25, so 4 goals to 5 in the last quarter. So it just shows the absolute dominance of GWS to get out to a 40-point lead and then even get it up towards that 60-point, 50-point mark it looks like. And then Collingwood sort of came back late a little bit just to put some respectability back on the score, but in the end the Giants really just hammered them. And I think that sort of shows in the players and how they sort of and how the points were distributed. But anyway, before we get into this video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So as you can see here, Whitfield 137, he top scored for the game. He was absolutely huge, 14 marks. He isn't going to do this regularly, but now that because of, and I know that this was a debate yesterday, with regards to break-evens and how that they're actually incorrect on this on the website at the moment. So don't take it with too much of a grain of salt, I guess, or whatever you want to say, whatever the saying is. As I try and fix this up a little bit, there we go. So yeah, there is going to be a probable adjustment to a lot of the players, but yeah. So, Lockie Whitfield, if I just go to this and just go there, and then we go Jaden, and then we go stats by Jaden. We'll find the Lockie Whitfield for you and find his break even. Let's actually find what his break even is. His break even is 62, so slightly different, but they're so minuscule that it's not terribly much difference here. And then if we go by the search by, and search up Whitfield, you can see if Whitfield was to score a 100, he would go up 59k. If he was to score a 25, he'd go up 3k on what he actually is. So yeah, but if he scores anything like a 100 or 125, you're basically getting a free 80k or whatever. Whereas he probably, given that he's priced at 850k, he would probably only go up 20k. So he's got such a break-even jump now, that it's almost worthwhile just picking him up. So I reckon his ownership will fly through the roof. It is currently 9% owned. I wouldn't be surprised if we get to round 1 and he is 20% owned, just because everyone likes the what he's sort of output in the first game. And yeah, he does have, I think, an injury game last year built into that, which accounted for, I believe, something like 2 or 3 points of upside. So I think that that pretty much wipes away his buy downside, having the extra buy, that 2 to 3 points of injury upside. So then it's just, I guess, can he get back to that 105 I think he's had before, if I remember correctly. So yeah, there is definitely upside with Whitfield. Darcy Cameron, I think the biggest downside or potential risk with him is just what he output last year and how Mason Cox can have an impact on him. If we just go to all positions price and then we go Cameron here, you will see he does have a 46 or so break even. If we just double check this, a 49 break even, so it's not even that good. But if you look last year, averaged 84 across 16 games, and I'm pretty sure a couple of them didn't have Mason Cox. And you can see here that's a highest score of 109, so he just beat his highest score by 22 points. So I'm not going to jump on Darcy Cameron just yet, I don't think, as I just think that he will have a game where he scores a 70 or an 80. And if you look at Cameron here, if he scores a 75, he goes up 55k. And if we look at someone like a Gorn or whatever, that would be the equivalent of Gorn scoring like a 50 or something like that. And I could easily see Gorn doing something like that against an English or something, rather than Darcy Cameron being the new thing and going well. But obviously Darcy Cameron will have a massive ownership spike, I reckon, up towards that sort of 8-9%, as he's just got a really good break even. Josh Kelly 117. I saw some injury flags, don't know about that. Tom Green 116. I don't think it was enough for me to jump on. as his price hasn't really changed. Same with Nick Dacos, his break even hasn't really changed. If we go to Dacos, you'll see here Nick Dacos, new break even of 101.3, and he's priced at 105.6. It looks like, or something, not exactly. Oh, okay, I get it now. So yeah. He's just gone up by 5k, so I'm not too worried. And Dacos, you'll see here, he doesn't really jump. You'll see here Nick Dacos with a 125, he goes up 17k. But if he drops anywhere below 100, if he doesn't drop a ton, he starts basically going below his actual price. And it's Sydney. He hasn't scored there well in the past. He's scored a max of about an 80 odd, and they do have Robbie Fox, who I believe will be playing, so I don't think he'll go the heights of what he's doing over here. So I think there is a potential that he even drops down, and if he does have an absolute stinker of a like 70 or something like that, you could see him down at 960k, and then he's still got the McGuinness games and the bye, so I'm happy at the moment to pass. But if that was a 140 or something like that, I think I would probably would actually pass. I mean, if it was a 140, I would have actually jumped on, but it's not, so I'm happy to pass. Josh Dacos, 111, he's a winger. He's going to have scores like this, and then he's going to have a score like a 70 or an 80. He is one of the highest scoring wingers, but yeah, I'm going to pass on him. Ash, 102, Maynard, 99, no thank you. Brett Daniels, a lot of his points through goals, so I'm going to give that a miss. Haynes, Canelio, 91, Himmelberg, an 86. Isn't he priced at like 73 or something like that? So I don't think there's too much inbuilt value in Himmelberg. Yeah, priced at 72. He's going to have a break even of around about that 60 marker. Yeah, 59.4. So Himmelberg, even if he was to score 100, he's only got a plus 40k. If he was to go 125, it's a plus 58k. So I'm not too worried about that, to be honest with you. Callum Brown, Steel side bottom, no thank you. Schultz, Lipinski, Hogan, Crisp, Pendlebury, Myercheck, Hoskin Elliott, Briggs, 65. A lot of people were saying he would be dominant. He wasn't. Simple as that. And yeah, he is a no-go for any cash gen potential. Elliot DeGoey, 61. No thank you. Like we said in the practice games when he pumped out points per minute of like 1.2 or whatever, that it was not sustainable. He's an impact player. He didn't get the non-disposal points that he's used to, as well as only having 21 touches. It's hard to get anything substantial there. So 61 for DeGoey. That is a clear miss for anyone that is on DeGoey. This happens every single year. I remember even doing a DeGoey video last year saying don't go for him, as he will crash in price or just not be value. It seems to happen every single year. And you can see here, he now has a break even of 99 rather than this, it says on the website 107. So you can see the discrepancy seems to be larger with these guys that are way off their break even. And DeGoey, you see here, as we do that, you'll see DeGoey here basically needs a 125 or something like that just to hold price. So yeah, he is, it'll be weird to, I guess, we'll wait and see on that to see how he does, but I don't think he's going to be value at all. Like I've said, the whole preseason, impact players are rarely ever value, unless they're like a Harley Reid's price point where they're pretty much going to be at least 30 points unders, and that is just not what DeGoey is. Anyone else here? O'Halloran, McCreary, Hill, Taylor, McMullen, and Cadman both at 47. Cadman 2 goals, 1 to get to the 47. With the soft draw of North Melbourne and West Coast, and looking at Cadman here as well, Cadman here, you'll see that a 75 or something like that could be achievable for Cadman. He's sort of got the price generation going in his favour. His new break even is 9. So yeah, I expect him to kick a lot on Pink, and Nguyen I think is the other and also Dawson, whoever they go for there. I think he will kick a lot on them. He's also potentially got some ruck work to do as well, which could get him some points. So yeah, I think he's in for a big one. And I'd say a big one for a key forward is like a 65-70, and that could be that. He also could easily just grab like 4 or 5 marks, whereas he grabbed 3 and didn't lay a tackle. He could lay 1 or 2 tackles. Like, we're not even saying going ballistic. We're just saying add 1 or 2 to each stat, because it's North Melbourne and West Coast that he plays, and those 2 games should enable him, I suspect, to have 140 points across the 2 games, which is 70, and that would probably see him go up to 360, something like that, and then you trade him out. It's as simple as that. You trade him out, you gain the probably 130k by then, and then that 130k can be spent to, I guess you can hold it for the time being as you make adjustment trades and stuff like that. You probably will still be doing adjustment trades in the round 3. But maybe it helps you get another, gets a guy out of their bye or whatever. Yeah, so that's just what I'm thinking with Cadman. And do I have McMullen as well? Have I taken advantage of I've not even got Cadman at the moment, so I probably will go Cadman over McMullen probably, but I'll have to check let's actually check McMullen at the moment. 4.8, and then McMullen. Very, very similar. So I probably would go Cadman, to be honest, over McMullen, as I think that there is a way in which McMullen's probably more susceptible to going out of the side than Cadman, and I think so that's the reason for that. But we'll see when it comes to selecting the side, I guess, as I can get up to a Cadman here if I just go Cadman there, and there we go. And by the time that you see my team reveal in a couple of days, this team will probably have changed anyway, so there's that. So don't take what you've seen in flashes on this video as sort of what my team is. Well, it is my team at the moment, but it won't be probably by Tuesday or Wednesday that this is recorded. Markov Green, and then Dean to 36. I don't like that particularly. Seems like from all reports from Collingwood fans, seems like they want him out for Frampton, so it seems like he won't, or there's a high possibility that he is out of the side come round 1, and also that is only like 14 above his break even, so I'm not even looking at that for Charlie Dean. I'd rather take a chance on a Schoenmaker or something in a chip system, or even a Reed or someone else at 200k or whatever, as the value on this line starts to dip. I mean, House is effectively like 230k or whatever. What is House actually effectively at this point? House is effectively 241k. So I have effectively got 241, 253, 240, 230. So I do still have roughly 220k over the 200k basement prices across the bench. So yeah, I still do have value on the bench. But yeah, it is very bleak as we've gone down the bench value very, very quickly to sort out on field. Buckley, Mitchell, Noble, Cox, Ward, Harvey Thomas 18, no thank you. He's I think McMullen's just got a better chance than him, to be honest, to stay in the side, and then Ash Johnson and Riccardi. So that pretty much is the video there, going through the GWS versus Collingwood game, and I guess you'll see me back tomorrow to probably go through all of the break-evens, or most of the break-evens, the interesting ones for the whole opening round, and go through that. But that is the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.